One position the Fulton County Sheriff's Office in Georgia is always advertising for is their detention officer position at the Fulton County Jail. And that's pretty much everywhere across the country. There's always a need for people to look after the jailed, the incarcerated. Not much of a barrier to entry either. You have to either have a high school diploma, a GED will work as well, 1 year of experience in public safety or security, or you could just have 1 year of experience in customer service. So technically, you can easily go from Walmart or a cashier at McDonald's or something to satisfy that requirement. Then you just have to have a valid Georgia driver's license and get certified by the state. That process is easy breezy. You simply go through a 2-week program to complete 80 hours of training where officers will learn how to perform standard jail operations and conduct themselves in a manner consistent with legislative and case law decisions. They're paying over $45,000 to beginners with no real experience. Top pay is about $60,000 for the first level of that position, and you get benefits. You're gonna have to monitor inmates, screen inmate visitation, and secure detention facilities. You have a lot of one-on-one contact with inmates. But what I'm still looking for is the part of the description where you're supposed to have relations with them. I looked and still can't find it. Trying to understand how this woman right here would allow herself to carry on with inmates, get caught on a video that was recorded and saved on an inmate's phone, and now it's being shared all across social media. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from Fulton County, Georgia, or the Atlanta Metro, let me know below. Fulton County court documents reveal how investigators found out about an inappropriate relationship between a female detention officer and a jail inmate. 36-year-old Kawana Jenkins is charged with 2 counts of improper contact by an employee or agent, 5 counts of violation of oath by a public officer, 2 counts of reckless conduct, 2 counts of cruelty to inmates, and giving an inmate a prohibited item without authorization. The incident, which led to her termination and subsequent arrest, was videotaped with a contraband cell phone. That cell phone was confiscated during a shakedown of the maximum security wing back in January. During that search, they found weapons and nearly a dozen cell phones. In one of those phones, there was a video of Kawana sitting on an inmate's lap, kissing him, and there was a video of her sucking on the inmate's nasty finger. She gave him a pair of designer glasses. Not sure why he would need that in jail. The county sheriff told reporters he was committed to holding each and every employee accountable to the oath they took to protect and serve the community. He fired Kawana and had her charged and arrested. She had been employed with the Fulton County Sheriff's Office for a little over 3 years since December 2019. A judge granted her release from jail within the last week while she goes through the legal process.
A sexually explicit cell phone video now has a Fulton County detention officer off the job and facing some very serious charges. The video shows 36-year-old Kawana Jenkins engaged in a lewd act, and the Fulton County Sheriff's Office says it was with an inmate. Channel 2's Audrey Washington's live at the Fulton County Jail. Audrey, you spoke with the now former officer's mother.
Right, and she was clearly very upset when she spoke with me. Now, according to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, that cell phone with that explicit video on it was actually found during a shakedown right here inside the Fulton County Jail. From a detention officer uniform to a Fulton County Jail jumpsuit, 36-year-old Kawana Jenkins now faces a slew of serious charges. This week, Fulton County Sheriff deputies arrested Jenkins after an explicit cell phone video involving an inmate surfaced. We blurred and stopped the video before the more graphic part, but in the cell phone video, you can see Jenkins sitting in her uniform. Then a man's finger appears near her mouth. She next performs on the man's finger before the video abruptly ends. Wednesday, we went to Jenkins' home for comment on the situation. Her mother responded through the door.
Hi, Miss Jenkins. This is Audrey Washington from Channel 2. She's not here. No comment, please.
Okay, no comment?
I'm her mother. I don't have no comment.
Officials with the sheriff's office told us deputies initially found the contraband cell phone and subsequently the lewd video during a shakedown of the Fulton County Jail. In a statement, Sheriff Pat Labat wrote, quote, "As Sheriff of Fulton County, I am committed to transparency and to holding each and every employee accountable to the oath they have taken to protect and serve our community. The actions of this one individual are certainly not a reflection of the men and women of the Fulton County Sheriff's Office." Tuesday, a judge granted Jenkins bond. Still, Jenkins faces improper sexual contact and cruelty to inmate charges. And the sheriff's office confirmed that the office did fire Jenkins. As for this incident, we are still asking whether or not this is her first incident involving an inmate. We have not heard back. And right now we are live here right outside the Fulton County Jail here in Northwest Atlanta. Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action News.
You see, this right here is how you get arrested for being a 304. Out of all the men she could deal with, this woman chose to involve herself with a jail inmate, a guy that's locked up behind bars. Like, why? And you already know if they caught her with this one, she was carrying on with others too. Y'all gotta learn to stop messing around with people at work. No different from ThotCop Megan in Laverne, Tennessee. Remember her? She's supposed to be a married woman and was up there messing around with the whole department, even had an affair with one of her co-workers and his wife. She did all of that just to get fired and lawyer up and become a Karen. Her and her goofball attorney was sitting up there talking about she was groomed by the PD, turned into a whole victim, pulling out this Me Too card. And I still can't get over that. How did a grown woman get groomed? Especially to sleep around with her co-worker and his wife. No ma'am, you're just a 304. You could help it because you did know it. Word to T-double-D. Kawana could help it too, but she just wanted to do whatever she wanted to do. She was surrounded by a bunch of pookies and couldn't control herself with all the attention that she was getting, being one of the only few women there. Honestly, I still don't get it. Then how embarrassing is it for her to get arrested and have to be taken into custody by her peers, folks that she worked with? And then the news went to her home, embarrassed her mother. Her mom didn't want to talk about it. I don't know why they went over there. I'm assuming they went to go look for Kawana. But this is just one example of how a 304 got arrested for being a 304. This video being shared all over social media, got over a dozen charges, all because she wanted to suck on nasty jail fingers. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Why would a free woman who's in an authority position want to carry on a relationship with an incarcerated man? What do you think is going to end up happening to Kawana? She's never really been in trouble before, and what kind of job will she be able to get hired at now? Special thank you to Adrian. I appreciate you, Adrian, for all of your support, as well as our brothers Lamar, Dark Power, and Anthony. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.